Okay folks, I am back and I'm gonna play some of my favourite of the classic Sonic games, that being Sonic CD on the Mega CD. As you can see here, I'm trying to play the Japanese one. I hope this will work properly. I might save state frequently, as well as because I suck, but also just in case it crashes, because I know Bizzle can be a little bit funny with Mega CD games for whatever reason. But yeah, let's get into this and set up the CD-ROM. And that's getting us into the game. I didn't understand a word of what I just clicked on, but you know, it's fine. And yeah, Japanese version, so that means we get the Japanese soundtrack with the old Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. You can do anything. It's a good song. And let's watch the little cutscene here, because they lovingly rendered off this FMV for us to watch, so damn well gonna watch it. And yeah, like, people in chat saying the audio's fine. If anything seems a bit quiet, a bit loud, just let me know and I'll try and tweak it on the fly, which, me on the fly, you know. I see what you're doing there, Crisscross Supersauce. Sonic CD's nuts. Yeah. I applaud you. But if you keep making jokes like that, you might catch Ligma, so watch out. Toot Sonic Warrior, good song. This one, they actually had to take this out of the HD remaster of this. Well, it's technically a remake, technically speaking, but like you can actually mod in the original one. Like, it's overwriting an audio track, and you can get the lyrics back. Sonic OVA looks great. Yeah, I believe this was the same animation studio that animated this as who animated the OVA. And yeah, like the PC version of Sonic CD is where you can see the actual high quality animation here. Obviously this is cropped down so it will play back off the Sega Mega CD. So, you know, and it's also in the HD version, although it's cropped in that. So, like, you basically just get a zoomed in image, which, you know, it's not a perfect recreation, but I kind of get why they did it. And there's RAM data, which is basically load, but they called it RAM data for whatever reason. But let's get into this. Again, like with Sonic 1, I'm going to be doing this as just a bad future kind of thing, just like push me way through the game without worrying too much about like special stages, or in this case getting a good future. So yeah, we won't be being a hero today. One thing you might also notice, given I'm emulating the Mega CD version rather than playing the HD remaster, is that at points, because this is running off, well, emulating CD audio, the songs don't necessarily loop properly. I like that, by the way, that little cut out there. But what that means is that sometimes the songs sort of cut out and then fade back in after a few seconds, and I was actually wondering what was actually going on the first time that happened to me. But yeah, that's just what it is, and I believe some PS1 games had a similar issue back in the day as well, because looping music, it's like a technical feat that hadn't been mastered yet, like they hadn't found an effective way of doing it, so it'll just have a fade out, then it'll just restart the song. Chat Kid Impulup says, I like Sonic better, but from what I could hear, that intro theme was so good. Yeah, I can kind of say, like, I will say, Sonic Boom is not bad. Sonic Boom is also a fucking great song. But, you know, I've just got a bit of a soft spot for the Japanese soundtrack in general. And I say Japanese, this was also the soundtrack that we got in Europe. The PAL releases of the game got that soundtrack as well. Which, like, I didn't play this much as a kid. Like, I think I played it a little bit because it was on, like, one of the PS2 collections. So it's not like I have, like, a nostalgic soft spot for it, but still all the same, I just really like the soundtrack. And, like, on the whole, the American one's not bad. Like, there are some really good songs in that as well. Like, Collision Chaos stands out to me as one. Toei did CD's animation, apparently, according to Mechadom. Yeah, that makes sense. This was probably back when they had a budget. Because like I've seen some of the animations from like some of the controversial points from some of their more recent animations, like Dragon Ball Super and Sailor Moon Crystal. It's not all that good. It's very much by the Blu-ray bait. Granted, I didn't watch. Like I don't watch Dragon Ball, and I didn't watch much of Crystal, so like it probably improved to both of them. But some of the early like clips I saw of that weren't that, you know, promising. And it's this boss. Rip. CD's more atmospheric. I guess that's an each to their own thing, because this I really feel pulled into the mood when I'm playing the Japanese version as well. Oh hi Lance. Lance says the ending version of Sonic Boom's the jam as well. Like, yeah it is, it's like a really cool adaptation of it. The best one though is the Crush 40 and Cash Cash cover of it. I love that like version so much. Alright, let's not run face first into the spikes. Good old beginner's trap there. Let's try and bait Amy into it. Well, she's getting taken anyway, so who cares? Oh well. Pierrot did the OVA's animation. Oh, so is that a different animation studio? Or is that like a sub studio? I'm not sure exactly how Toei is made up. Yeah, there are a couple of spoopy songs if you're not ready for them. Like, I think it's the boss song that like used to get me with the "work that sucker to death" thing. That sample, let's say like a sample taken from a band called Xavier, I think it's pronounced. The full song of that, "Work That Sucker to Death," that's actually a pretty funky song. First time I got twatted by something in this run. Oh, it's a different studio, is it? Oh, that explains the confusion. Okay, I'm not getting through there, am I? Yeah, fuck it, let's go to the past, might as well. Yeah, Crush 40 songs have always kind of been a highlight for me as well. Like, I am actually really looking forward to whenever we eventually hear the full song of Greenlight Ride, the Team Sonic Racing theme that they've done. Because like I like the little sample we heard in the trailer, but it is only a very short sample and it's got the sound effects from the cars over it, and like I just want to fucking rock out to Crush 40, you know? Can't keep teasing me like this. I love Sonic CD's level design so much. I can't actually recall how the US boss theme sounds off the top of my head. Apparently Pierrot's known for animating Bleach, Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, according to Mechadom, and Lance mentioned Legend of Korra earlier. All things I haven't watched, so I have nothing to add there. What is Collision Chaos? I honestly don't know. Aside from like a fucking trip, but I have no actual answer for you, unfortunately. Come on. Don't do this to me, CD. Unless I'm meant to go. Oh, right. I was completely misseeing what I was meant to be doing there. You don't like Live and Learn, Lance? What is this, blasphemy? Live and Learn's a fucking jam. But yeah, I agree that Live Life is amazing. That's probably my favourite song overall, like of anything. future. Let's see what this looks like. Crush 40 let me down when I was hanging on the edge of tomorrow. God damn it. Didn't even see that fake slicer thing there. Yeah, shove the super peel out at least once and then go back to probably using the spin dash. OCD, you love fucking with me. Yeah, this is one of Sonic CD's other problems that I've noticed. Like, you can probably see the frame rate dipping a little bit here. It wasn't as smoothly optimized as Sonic 1 and 2. Like, I believe that's been put down to Yuji Naka not being involved, and apparently he was like the expert at optimizing these games so they can show smooth motion without dropping frames. Apparently that was like a technique that he devised. I'm not 100% sure how it works, so I've never tried reverse engineering any of this or whatever. But that was something else that was fixed in the remaster. Like, the remaster, at least from what I recall of playing it, it kept to 60. It doesn't lock at 60 though, like, it doesn't have a frame rate cap on it, as I found out when I tried playing it on PC on my 144Hz monitor. And it played at over twice the game speed. So I had to, like, you can work around that. You can kind of download software that locks the frame rate of a game you're playing. But, you know, it's just one of them little things that I'm glad they fixed in Mania. I always get hit there. I do love live Kirby. Right, this boss goes one of two ways. And given I'm streaming, I have a feeling I know which way it's gonna go. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Okay, let's try and stay up here while I can. Because if I get him here, no. Nearly did that pretty quickly there, but no, I'm back down to the bottom. 3D Sonic Collectathon, I gotta say that probably wouldn't appeal to me, but I've never been into Collectathon platformers in general. It's just not my thing, you know. I know a lot of people like their Spyros and their Banjos and whatnot, it's just not for me. There we go. Teleportation, yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing, given this is a disc-based game rather than a cartridge-based game. You get load screens, which thankfully they're not too bad. That might just be because I'm emulating it here and maybe my computer's doing some invisible magic and speeding things up, I don't know. But it is noticeable compared to like the Mega Drive games, and maybe that is just because I've literally just finished playing Sonic 1. So going from no load screens to this, it's kind of a noticeable difference. But hey. Listen to this smooth music. It's like the most calming song ever. You were saying back when I was playing Sonic 1, I remember this being one of the most inoffensive water levels. And I'm noticing now that might be because I just skipped a fuckload of the water section. Let's get some air. 3D open sandbox with time travel. Maybe it could work. Again, I don't think like collectathon sandbox kind of things are my kind of game. But maybe it'd work. I think if it were to work, it'd probably end up controlling like that Green Hill Paradise demo that someone put together, where it's like a big world that you can sort of spin across and that. And I'd be curious how that would work, given it would have to be a huge world, given the speed Sonic travels at. Because like, that's always been one of the technical difficulties that Sonic games have had, like say with Unleashed, in the fact that even though that's very basic gameplay of you boosting and you just like it's a linear platforming, they have to render so much of the world there just so the levels like satisfying length, and that's kind of, I assume, why Unleashed kind of performs like ours. I don't think I've been this route before. Like I don't remember that spike thing, and I also don't remember that section I just ran past. So maybe I'm going a different way to normal. Just thinking, like this level, I could imagine like a fucking vaporwave like soundtrack going with this as well. It's not genre music I follow overly closely, but I do like some vaporwave, is chill music, you know. I like me floral shop. That's basically what I'm getting at. Also, in terms of that, there is a game I played on Steam a little while ago that I really like, that I like to mention whenever I get the opportunity. It's called Slipstream. It's a little driving game that I think it's like £7 or so, but it's got a really kind of aesthetic look to it. It's trying to do like an Outrun throwback kind of thing, but like in HD and whatnot, and I had a lot of fun playing through that. Might stream that at some point. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Crisscross. Because Sonic runs so fast, if they want the level to not be like 30 seconds long, they've got to make a really, really big level. God, I love this game so much. I mean, this is a groove. I guess 3D Blast or Flicky's Island is also a collectathon technically, but like I will say I was never really big on Flicky's Island. I just kind of prefer just going fast rather than strolling around looking for the Flickies. That is just me. Like I know Tom likes Flicky's Island. Yeah, if we're talking about like open level design, I agree that SA1 kind of does it the best. By that I'm referring to the level design. Like I could do without the hub worlds, I will say. But like if you think of the way the level design there kind of partners up well with the like you know the spin dash and just the way you can abuse that and like do amazing distance with it. Probably a more effective control setup for that kind of game to use than say the boost, because once you're boosting, you know, you throw any chance of exploring out the window. Although I do like me some boost Sonic still. I mean, 3D Blast technically has a homing attack. I think one of the shields gives you a homing attack. I am indeed working this sucker to death. Quite literally with everything I'm getting here. But yeah, this boss pretty simple, just take all the bubbles and then you can hit him. And preferably don't jump into the projectiles. Yeah, the gold shield, that's the one I'm thinking of. Come on. Let me do the thingy. There we go. Need a homing attack 100%? Yeah, each their own. Teleportation? Yes. Quartz Quadrant. Oh, we were asking what Collision Chaos was, but what the hell is Quartz Quadrant? Guess maybe a factory kind of thing, just really psychedelic. Yeah, I think this is probably the one level where I think the US version gets a better soundtrack. Because although I like that like peppy upbeat piano thing that the Japanese one's got, like the guitar in the US one is pretty sick. Like a mining facility, yeah, I could see that. I suppose with like all the, you know, conveyor belts and whatnot, you might have like minecarts going through. No, I'm not. I'm not keeping that like thing up just because of that spring there. This level really likes bouncing you around, not to the same extent as a later level does, but hey. Is this game's Marble Zone? I can kind of say that. It's got a similar kind of style to it, at least visually. I think it's a more fun level than Marble Zone because, you know, you got all the high speed bouncing you around level design rather than just stop here, stand on this block, don't get crushed by this thing. Hello again, Nightbot. Okay, I'm going to show off on special stage. I'm not intending to beat it that well because like I can do these a bit better than the Sonic 1 special stages and the half pipes and blue sphere and whatnot, but like I do have to be concentrating a little bit, and given I'm not going out of my way to get a good future here, we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, basically the way it works is you get this pseudo mode 7 set up where you traverse a whatever the fuck this area is supposed to be and jump into the things. You have to do it at 15 frames per second, which is quite difficult. But you know, it is what it is. And this is another thing that they did boost up to 60 FPS in the HD one, which does help. They also changed the colour of some of the non-mandatory UFOs as well, so you can kind of see what you're doing a bit easier. And for some reason, stepping in the water eats away at your time, and I don't really get why it works like that, it just does. And there we go. Sonic, if you stand there, you'll die. We just established that eats away your time. They use that image to show off Sonic CD, like in the Mega Drive manual. That's interesting. What do you mean, like the tapping his foot as he wins sort of thing, like standing in the water even? Or like just the special stage in general. Alright, here we go. Let's just wear away at him. I'm just Sonic running through the special stage. Cool. Now, also, like, I complained about the frame rate and whatnot, but like in terms of a Mega CD game, it's quite impressive that they pulled that off. Grant, the Super Nintendo would do that thing, that kind of style, much better, given they had the proper Mode 7 technology, like, working with it. Because, like, on NTSC, copies of, like, F-Zero, I think that does actually run at 60 frames, which is honestly quite incredible. Especially given that doesn't have disk storage like the Mega CD does. Ceiling of course quadrant's background looks like Metallic Madness. Maybe they reused some stuff, I don't know. I think just push. Wacky workbench. Now, I hate this level, but I love this level. Because everything about this level is being an absolute dick to you. It bounces you all over the place, you can't see where you're going most of the time, you just get thrown like from the bottom to the top, then through a pipe, and you don't know what's going on. But at the same time, I feel like I'm being trolled. I feel like the level has a sense of humour with me. And honestly, I can't fault that. And there's them things that they brought back in Flying Battery and Mania, them little zappy things. Which probably easier to work with in this game, although saying that you are more likely to just get thrown into it from off screen in this game, so maybe I should take that back. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am, Crisscross. I love this stun level. Just keep going right as efficiently as I possibly can in this fucking mess. Look at him go. Okay, that's one act of that down. It was similar what they did with Chemical Plant in Mania, although that was more focused. Like there was a reason for the springs to be there rather than just fuck it, let's throw people there. Just keep going right, that's the purpose of 2D Sonic. Yes, I know, Donny. But going right while the thing's actively trying to push you up, that's war changing. Oh yeah, Wacky Workbench is pretty aesthetic. Not sure how to feel about, like, I think it's it's either the Good Future or the past one, where it goes all like woodlandy, yet you still got all these like beams firing you around, and you got the bounce pads and whatnot. And that might have been the pose they reused for Press Garden in the like Frozen Solid section, I'm not sure. Looks similar. Yeah, this purple is really cool. Boing. This is far more foreboding. I always forget that section's there. Alright, let's not mess up this boss. Oh, now work that sucker to death. Again, love the boss thing. Don't think you meant to do that. But I survived, so hey. Rusty workbench for the past one, basically. Nope, down we go. This might be my first death, depending on how this goes. Yep, there we go, first death. Not bad. Now, work that sucker to death. Okay, it might be this one. Right, let's stay put. There we go. Contrary to popular belief, you're supposed to fuck up the first few times. I don't think that's kind of how it works, but hey. I'll take it if it is an excuse I can use. Oh yeah, coolest level in the game. Fucking love Stardust Speedway. Especially the music and just the flashing lights and just everything about this level is so stylish. I love it. It's cool in Mania as well, but like here with the just spot on gold aesthetic in both acts, I love it. Yeah, this game's style is incredible. Like Mania does its own thing pretty well, and like some of it does borrow cues from CD, I noticed. But like this is where it all comes from. This is the game that really does the beautiful level thing perfectly. Even if the level does like to fuck with me sometimes. Right, I think there's a jump that you can make onto that platform there, and that's what I'm trying to go for. Starlight Zone except rich. Maybe. Let's go another way. Might work. Turn it up. Get back to where I was. Cool. Right, I think I saw some other options on what to do there, so let's do that instead then. Mania does a bit better in the frame rate department. That's pretty much the spot where it excels to me. But as for like actual design, I think overall I'm a bit of a sucker for this. Yeah, well, I know I'm going backwards, so I just want to get thrown on a different route. Trumpets are great, everything's great. Here we go. And because I wasted time, I outstayed the song. Yeah, funky beat. Sometimes you just gotta soak it in, you know? It's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now with this. Even if this particular segment of level design is a little bit on the fiddly side, not gonna lie. Fuck it, let's do one more try on the thing, special stage. I got 50 rings exactly there. Among the OSTs, I'll say possibly my favourite for the Japanese one. The US one, I'm not sure where I'll rank it. I'll probably have to like sit down and compare a little bit. What about you guys? Will I go hunt some extraterrestrials? Both great Japanese is better. Fair one. I agree. I might time up here. Oh no, that was the last one, huh? 3K soundtrack's pretty good, yeah. I'm not getting all the time stones, I can tell you that right away here. Okay, and they start here, they borrowed this like exactly for the start of Mania Act 2, I think. Or maybe this section here is a little bit different, but like the opening shot, that is pretty much like blow by blow how it starts in Mania. Sonic? Other way, my dude. Yep, that's how springs work. This sure is Sonic 2D. But I love it. Okay, I thought that would send me a little bit further, but apparently not. It's fucking jam though. I knew your tricks there, CD. Like, in case you didn't see that, there is one little yellow spring there that just throws you right back as soon as you're about to pass the go flag or signpost or whatever. That is just such a bullshit move. It's not even like the sort of thing that would kill you, it's just enough to mildly annoy you. We come up to the race for Metal Sonic, which is another one of them bosses like the pimple one that can go one of two ways. I meant to jump there, didn't realise I was still holding the thing down for spin dash. The main trick here is to try and make use of the raised platforms and jump above them, so you're less likely to crash into all the obstacles on the floor. I'm probably going to ignore my own advice here, but hey, no, no you don't. I'm not ready to die just yet. He's miles there. Oh no, he's not, he's there. This is a situation where the drop dash from Mania would be really useful. I like how delayed that sound effect was there. Fuck. Oh, that was close. Rest in peace, Metal Sonic. Slayer free. Yeah, that is a fact. Like, they often wouldn't give you rings in the Game Gear games for bosses. A little bit unfair, I guess, but that's just the way of dragging out the game's runtime. Metallic Madness. Probably my least favourite level in the game, honestly. Just because it can go on a little bit, and it's one of them levels that you can get lost in. Nope. That was one way to get up there, I guess. There we go! Yeah, I kind of feel you there, mate. Like, defend the look and feel of the level, but the level design's a bit arse. And this is going to be one of them fiddly things, isn't it? Yep, it is. There we go. Oh, yes it is. Got a feeling I might die here somewhere. I made it last time, I don't know why it's being such a pain now. Just by doing the same pattern, there we go. On a ring. There we go, let's try it this way. I made it. That was close. Okay, so that was the tamer of the 2x down, but oh lord, next one could be the problem one. God, some of the dialogue in Rise Lyric is... yeah. Not even sure how to describe it, really. I believe this is the thing that fires you in the air. Yeah, it is. Not that there's really much indication that it does that, but you know. Let's just carry on going this way, it's probably safer. I would say this game's pretty good about there really not being that many bottomless pits. I think the only one that I remember is actually in the boss acts for this level. Of course I'm gonna pick the right one. And yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier when the music cuts out for a second. I haven't gone into Small Sonic yet, and I'm getting concerned because normally I'll get to that point, but I just saw the laser for it, so I guess that's coming up after this walker thingy. Oh yeah, there's a final level theme. This is fantastic. Like, this is proper hype music. If we're having the 06 or Rise of Lyric thing, I think 06 is a slightly better game than Rise of Lyric. So the thing is, 06 has its moments, and it's also like breakable in a way that, you know, you can still have fun with the game while playing it. Whereas Rise of Lyric is just kind of boring by design, and so like you can have more fun playing 06. And like that's somewhat of a backhanded compliment to 06, but you know, it's what it is. I'm playing on emulator. The reason that happens is because it's the Mega CD one rather than the remaster. Because the remaster, like the Taxman version, they made it loop properly. But like this, I believe it's just a hardware thing because like looping wasn't properly implemented. I'm running out of things to say for Metallic Madness just because I got lost here for so long. See, last time I played this, I think the ending played out alright. Like on an emulator with set up. I do remember when I was using Gen's 3 Recorder, I had a movie file that sort of desynced, like the inputs desynced. But ever since BizHawk updated, I've just used that for Mega CD stuff now, and it's been so much more consistent. I hope this is the right way. It looks like, yeah, there's a checkpoint and whatnot. I made it eventually. Oh, the ending of the songs. Yeah, fair one. So like some emulators fuck up the actual ending, like it just crashes, like it desyncs the like the inputs and crashes if you've been recording a movie file. That's what I was thinking of. Here we go. Okay, this is the section where we see the bottomless pit that I'm probably going to end up in. Was it really worth giving me invincibility at this section? I don't think it was somehow. Yeah, I remember this piece of level design oh too well. Because that happens. You can add custom music, I just like to just play the game for what it is. Could have made that jump, but I didn't. Sonic CD, you can be quite annoying sometimes. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. 'Cause, Timing's never been a strong suit of mine, if you can't tell. Yeah, Mania's sprite animations are a lot smoother. Like, they have more frames of animation, and that makes it just look a lot nicer when it's like going in action. So, here we go, final boss time. Let's do this. Okay, that's how you choose the first phase of it, like the first hit. Mania is better than CD because you can dab. Fair point. I was trying to be sneaky. Oh well. Yeah, you can pretty much just cheat your way past this boss by using invincibility frames. Although I do need to be careful now because my old ring decided to fuck off. Yeah, this is a really cool final boss theme. This is the moment of truth, really. Am I gonna get fucked? Oh. Oh. Well. Oh god, I was so close there as well. Okay, so let's have another attempt at this. Kept the ring that time, so I get another free hit at least. I deserve that sass lance. Just got one of these fucking spinny things left. Yes, there we go. The metal plates hurt Sonic because they're coming at him with great speed. And they might also be sharp and we can't see it, I don't know. I think that's how it works. But yeah, here we go with another FMV. God, look at them pixels. Yeah, that's a better question. However, guys, what you should be asking is how do hedgehog quills destroy metal? I suppose they're sharp and the hedgehog moves fast because we're Sonic heroes. Oh my god, yeah, basically that's our answer. I don't think that rock was going to do anything there, Sonic, just saying, mate. Yeah, this is bad ending. I weren't going for the good one, because I knew that I weren't going to do that on stream. But we still get to hear teleportation, yeah, so either way, it's good enough for me. The good ending's okay, but like, I mean, maybe it is just the over-dramatization of Sonic just sort of stamping his foot as it goes away, so to say, is pretty cool, but... Well, he didn't beat Eggman with the rock, he just tried to throw it and missed horribly. I do like these animations though, like it's a little bit of characterization at a time when Sonic as a character didn't really get much like time to be developed outside of the gameplay itself. So you get to see a little bit of the attitude in him, like when he was tormenting that robot just then. It was only really implied up to this point. And yeah, this scene looks so much cooler here than it actually feels to play, because I will say that that Metal Sonic boss in this game is not as good as it could be. Yeah, Sonic CD is still my favourite classic Sonic. There's so much about it that I just really like, even when it is being a dick to me. Like, it's at least pretty endearing for the most part. Like, Wacky Workbench is the epitome of that. Like, Metallic Madness I could do without the like looping sections and just the general annoying level design, but hey, it is what it is. So at this point I'm realising I never actually updated the title on Twitch to say CD, it was still saying Sonic 1. So maybe I'll need to get better at being on the ball with that in future. To be fair, you really missed nothing in terms of the Wii U Sonic games. Like there was Lost World, which was a bit crap, and there was Rise of Lyric, which is a bit crap. But yeah, try again and Free Little Planet forever. Until, you know, Sonic 4 Episode 2. We'll see. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Metal Sonic would have been more satisfying if you had a final matchup, like if you got the good ending requirements. Yeah, I can see that. Like, I think maybe they could have done more with Metal Sonic in general, because just like the one boss fight, it's really not much. Have Little Planet stay trapped. Well, folks, I think that will do me for the stream tonight. So, thank you to everyone who's stopped by. I've been the Flameclaw. This has been Sonic CD. And I will see you next time for another stream. Bye bye for now.